This is what it feels like dying from every single domain expansion when explained. Hakari's Idle Death Gamble. You're in the midst of a heated battle with a bum, who's also a gambling addict. Every punch he throws feels like you're getting hit with a bat covered in barbed wire. The battle is kinda one-sided, but you're still holding your own. You think if you could just buy a bit more time, he would run out of cursed energy. And then out of nowhere, he utters the words, "Domain expansion, restless gambler." You instantly find yourself inside a white room with a single machine. You think to yourself, will he start gambling in the middle of a battle? And then it hits you. A load of information concerning the rules of the domain and how it works comes rushing into your brain. It feels like you're sitting under a waterfall. He spins the machine, it hits. 777, which indicates the terms of the domain have been met. So for 4 minutes and 11 seconds, your opponent is basically unkillable with an endless supply of cursed energy. You think to yourself, it's just 4 minutes. I can handle that. Then he comes charging in and hits you with a clean right hook to the face. You remember how his punches used to feel. Now add nails, rocket boosters, flashbangs, grenades, Mike Tyson, and your mom. Every punch feels like getting hit with a nuclear missile. You finally find a way to use your strongest attack on him. He just brushes it off like it was nothing and gets right back to pounding your ass. When you finally think it's over, he just reactivates the domain and gets right back to pounding your ass. Megumi's Chimera Shadow Garden. You're already exhausted. You've been fighting this emo-looking guy who barely talks, just stares at you, like a baby stares at broccoli. You actually got him cornered. Of course, he's weak as fuck. He starts screaming chaotically while bringing his hands together. So you check to see if he's about to summon the GOAT, the Opstopper, the Divine General, the Bog Daddy Maharaga, but the signs don't match. So you instantly let your guard down. Then he calmly says, "Domain expansion, Chimera Shadow Garden." Suddenly, the ground melts. Not cracks, not breaks. Instantly, the solid ground beneath just decided to become liquid black goo. You're standing in dark quicksand. The domain has no walls because it's an incomplete domain. Incomplete domain can't be that bad, right? You try to move, your foot sinks, and before you know it, the shadows have swallowed you whole and you drown to death. But hold up, that's the easy way to go. Why don't we experience the worst possibility? You look down. There are shadows grabbing your legs so you can't move. You look at your left, and there are multiple shikigamis staring straight at you. You look to your right. Same. You're done. Multiple shikigami launch at you simultaneously. And before you know it, you're getting jumped. You can't breathe. You can't process your thoughts, but you feel your bones break after every punch. You're already sweating, and the fight hasn't even gotten serious yet. For some dumbass reason, you look up, and there, this is this huge elephant heading straight for you. No. With the weight of your mom, after devouring 10 Big Macs and big bucket of fries. Dagon's domain expansion. You're fighting what looks like a Roman octopus that just discovered how its legs work. You're not even that stressed. Yeah, he's weird. Yeah, he smells like canned tuna, but you've handled worse. Then the air changes. Domain expansion, and suddenly, you're not in a battle anymore. You're at the beach, blue sky, bright sun, gentle waves. It's peaceful for half a second. You almost question if this is even a domain. Then you realize something. The water is too quiet because there is nobody else in it. He finishes it. Horizon of the Captivating Skandha. And that's when the ocean moves. Not waves, the entire ocean. The sure hit effect activates, and instantly you feel something tear into your side. You didn't see it. You didn't hear it. You just felt teeth. You look down. A fish with a cursed face is latched onto you. You rip it off. 3 more latch onto your back, then 5, then 10. The water explodes upward and hundreds of shikigami launch out like living missiles. Sharks, eels, things that exist only in myths. Every single one of them locked onto you. It's kind of the same. When me and bro hit 5 guys, you try to dodge. Don't stupid. Domains are labeled sure hit for a reason. They will reach you. You blast a wave of cursed energy, clear a path for a second, but the ocean just replaces them. It's endless. You're not fighting creatures, you're in a seafood buffet, but you're the main course. One massive serpent wraps around your already half-eaten leg and yanks you into the water. You try to swim up, but something bites your shoulder. Another rips your arm off. The salt water fills your mouth as you try to scream. You can't breathe. You can't see because starfishes are sucking your eyeballs. You can't move without something taking a chunk out of you. You force yourself back to the surface, gasping, covered in bite marks, floating on top of the ocean covered with more blood than you even knew you had. A giant shark erupts from the water and slams into you like a truck made of teeth. You crash across the sand, coughing, vision spinning, and he's just standing there, calm, watching, like you're already dead. Theoretical speaking, you are. The next second, a tidal wave rises behind you, and inside it, hundreds of glowing eyes. You realize something very important in that moment. You're not trapped in Love Island. You're trapped in a feeding ground. Jogo's coffin of the Iron Mountain. You're standing across from this walking volcano who looks like Squidward, and Plankton had a baby wearing SpongeBob's custom skin. It's crazy, I know. Every step he takes leaves scorch marks on the ground. Every breath feels like someone turned the thermostat to end of the world. You dodge a fire blast by inches and think, okay, he's strong, but I can work with this. Fire's predictable. Fire can be avoided. He stops moving. That's when you should have started running. Instead, he raises one hand and calmly says, "Domain expansion." Coffin of the Iron Mountain. The world snaps. Suddenly you're not in a city anymore. You're inside a volcano. Not metaphorically. Literally inside one. The air's thick and suffocating. It burns your lungs before you even inhale properly. Lava bubbles all around you, popping like it's laughing at your existence. The ground beneath your feet is cracking, glowing red like me when I spot my crush. You try to move. The heat alone hits you first. Your skin starts screaming, not actually screaming, but melting away like butter on a hot knife. You haven't even been touched yet, and it already feels like you're being slow cooked. Then he looks at you, and you feel it, the sure hit effect. There's no dodging, no weaving, no, if I'm fast enough. A blast of magma erupts beneath you and launches you into the air. Before you even process that pain, flaming rocks slam into your back mid-flight. You hit the ground, and your hand lands straight into molten lava. You try to pull it out, skin gone, just like that. You scream, but the sound barely leaves your throat because the air itself is on fire. Every breath feels like inhaling knives dipped in gasoline. You force cursed energy around your body, trying to reinforce yourself. It doesn't matter. The heat is everywhere. Above you, the sky isn't a sky. It's a ceiling of molten rock, slowly dripping like the domain itself is melting. Lava pillars erupt randomly, not aiming because they don't need to aim. They will hit you. That's the rule. You gather everything you have left and launch your strongest attack at it. It flies through the burning air, distorting from the heat. It hits, smoke clear. He's standing there, barely moved, mildly annoyed. He raises his hand slightly and a concentrated beam of fire forms, brighter than anything you've ever seen. For a split second, you understand something very important. You're not fighting fire. You're fighting the concept of volcanic extinction. The beam hits you. It doesn't explode. It engulfs. Your vision goes white. Your nerves stop registering individual pain because it's all pain. Your body feels like it's being erased layer by layer. And the worst part? You don't die instantly. You feel yourself burn slowly, completely, inside a coffin made of a mountain. And you realize too late, this isn't a battle. It's a cremation.